This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Police launch National Call Center. PBCL conference in New Zealand. And POM campus graduates 275 graduates. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Nicole Rema. Thank you for joining us. The Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary today launched the National Call Center in Port Moresby, established to monitor calls from across the country regarding law and order issues.
The initiative is piloted by the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary's Information and Communication Technology Department in partnership with key stakeholders. It allows citizens from all 4 regions to alert police officers about incidents by calling toll-free number 112. The National Call Center features multi-sector integration and emergency services. It coordinates directly with non-government organizations, the private sector, and government agencies. Real-time coordination is also maintained with the fire service and other emergency responders. Police Commissioner David Manning was present at the launch and spoke about the intention to expand the role of policing.
An initiative that represents a major step forward in improving how the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary receives information from the public and coordinates emergency responses across our country. The RPNGC National Call Center is a centralized communications and coordination facility established to receive, assess and coordinate responses to emergency and security-related information from the public. Commencing today, a national rollout has commenced that will see all 112 calls for police assistance received and triaged by the dedicated specialist team at the RPNGC National Call Center.
Commissioner Manning highlighted Royal Papua New Guinea's Constabulary's step to embrace technology to improve law and order services.
What you see here now is basically the start of a multifaceted approach to ensuring that technology assists police in delivering an effective police service delivery.
He thanked all partners for their support and emphasized the importance of continued collaboration.
This initiative would not have been possible without collaboration and support of our valued partners. I wish to sincerely acknowledge Papuan Systems Limited for their technical support and management of the National Call Center. I also acknowledge our government partners, NICTA and the Department of ICT, for their support in enabling the telecommunications framework that allows the 112 emergency service to operate nationally. The establishment of the RPNGC NTC forms part of the ICT rehabilitation project.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape has commended the Papua New Guinea Immigration and Citizenship Services Authority for their outstanding efforts, following positive outcomes indicated on their 2023 and 2024 annual reports tabled in Parliament yesterday.
Presenting the reports on the floor in Parliament yesterday, Immigration Minister John Rosso highlighted ICSA's achievements in the border security, visa processing efficiency and citizenship services and rising migration pressures.
In terms of migration statistics, Mr. Speaker, ICSA's border management system had reported a steady increase in visa applications throughout 2023 and 2024. ICSA demonstrated consistent revenue-generating capabilities as background. Under the ICSA funding arrangements, the migration service fees revenue raised is equally shared with the state and ICSA on a 50-50%.
The Prime Minister applauded the team's dedication, noting the improvement in processing times and enhanced compliance measures.
I want to offer my commendations to DPM for his work. Big improvement in the visa processing system now we have. The migration services has now moved into ICT space and a quick response to visa applications by our visitors online. And the department is now using ICT and AI to assist in the administration of these important services that sits at the gate. But at the same time, I want to say that much room remains for improvement, and we are on a step up and work to making sure that we do not have strangers unknown coming in, but we must be vigilant to those who come in fit and proper to be amongst us, and also equally cleared from the port of.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister James Marape has assured West Papuan refugees living in Papua New Guinea that the government is working towards providing land allocation and pathways to citizenship.
Speaking at the Parliament yesterday, Marape acknowledged the long history of West Papuans residing in the country and the challenges many families face without permanent status.
Lastly, Pasim Hamas along all West Papua, all brothers who Limi, Kamstanta, Mipla, and the rest who are still out here. Suppose you is stuck yet, Mipla set him system, to process him so that you can come up citizen. Want to walk along Deputy Prime Minister and Lands Minister, you be like local or give him permanent grant long all. Land is being worked upon so that all West Papua staff of Mipla and place long all must get ground good, sinan good stuff.
He said the government is committed to finding practical solutions that will allow refugees to settle properly, access basic services and live with dignity.
A lot of refugees came into our country from the other side, the other half of our island. One piscine, one blood, one line blimi. Me like apologize if long time to mass you unattended. This government is attending to the many of the outstanding issues, key amongst them. We want to give permanent settlement to West Papua amongst us. All brothers who say, all picking blomi, country blibla, but give full citizenship blibla, as well as ground blibla, still on one time country blibla. Thank you too much. God bless.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Bulolo MP Sam Basil Jr. claims that delays in addressing fraud and corruption by the police fraud squad have contributed to Papua New Guinea being placed on the grey list. Speaking in Parliament yesterday, Mr. Basil Jr. directed questions to Police Minister Sir John Pundari regarding unresolved fraud allegations linked to the Goroka showground upgrade.
When will the police attend to complaints over the misuse of 5 million kina for the upgrade of the Goroka showground on Section 12, Lot 1 and 2?
Mr. Basil Jr. said such delays in addressing fraud and corruption have contributed to Papua New Guinea's placement on the international grey list.
Mr. Assistant Speaker, the inaction by police over fraud and corruption is getting PNG into grey listing. The corruption related to land and assets will not attract investment. Is the government giving attention to the National Fraud Squad and giving them resources? Our country can progress when we address issues of corruption and law and order, and that provides stability and confidence for business and the society and foreign investors and our people.
Police Minister Sir John Pundari, in responding to the Bulolo MP's concerns, confirmed that a directive will be issued to the police commissioner to review the officer's inaction. Minister Pundari assured Parliament that the Unexplained Wealth Investigation Unit has been established to address failures of the fraud squad linked to the grey list issue.
PNG from the grey list, but a necessary intervention not only to restore the integrity of our financial system, but to save, Mr. Assistant Speaker, our one and only country from corrupt and ill gains, money laundered.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News. Good governance and the integrity of customs officials were questioned as Rabaul MP reflected on a shipping container sent from Australia to Rabaul on November 27, 2025, which took an extended period to be cleared on December 22, 2025.
Rabaul member Alan Marat said after significant costs were incurred for container freight and customs clearance, the container was opened on January 14, 2026, when several items were discovered missing.
And these items were missing from the container. One box with 500 packets of Panamax tablets, 20 packets of sanitary pads, 10 shampoo, 10 conditioner, 20 packets of Band-Aids, one box with 30 can openers, one box with various men's shirts, jeans and trousers, one box with 30 bath towels, one box with ladies' leggings, ladies' underwear and bras. Mr. Assistant Speaker, nearly every box inside the container and all the items mentioned were missing.
Mr. Mara then questioned the government's legal processes that deal with such activities involving customs officers. In response, Treasurer Ian Lynn-Starkey said governance systems must ensure efficiency and proper delivery of containers without items going missing. Treasurer Lynn-Starkey addressed the concerns regarding the integrity of customs officials, stating that appropriate legislation is already in place to govern customs processes.
The Customs Commissioner, using that legislation, can then decide to impose firstly an investigation, and based on that, if there's credible evidence, decide to take disciplinary measures and ultimately ensure that when we do recruit staff within customs, that they are individuals with integrity, they are honest, experienced, and have a background where such allegations have not been directed at them. That's been the process, Mr. Speaker, since we took office in 2019, and hopefully that process can improve with the appointments of honest, experienced officers in customs.
Jacinto Doctor, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape says a permanent reconstruction of the road from Pasim to Maprik in East Sepik Province would be better than a simple rehabilitation, and therefore it was included in the Connect PNG program.
PM Marape made the remarks while responding to questions raised by ECP Governor Alan Baird on why a Chinese contractor was engaged in the road construction from Pasam to Maprik when the coastal roads from Wewak to Vanimo would be included in the program, among other questions.
In the timeline of this country going into the future, does the government expect to pay for these design, finance and build contracts?
He asked if the National Executive Council could also decide to utilize Australian funding for the Pasam to Maprik road.
As a result, the Australians decided to withdraw the 100 million that was allocated for that section of the road. Now, as of now, in my opinion and in the opinion of many Sepiks who use that road, that contractor has not performed.
The Prime Minister, while acknowledging the people of East Sepik, briefly responded to the questions, saying he would provide a more detailed reply in a ministerial statement.
2 billion kina worth of infrastructure contracts issued, especially roads, not to mention the airports that we are working upon.
PM Marape said these roads are in stage 1 of the projects and the government is pushing for stage 2.
It needs intervention on the issue on East and West Sepik Highway, Coastal Highway. I think it's currently covered under the Connect PNG Stage 1 radar. It's a program within Stage 1. I'll have to refresh myself from works where a contract has been issued, but from what I know of, from the eastern side as well as the western side to approach the center of that strategic highway. So I'll get the minister concerned to update us later on.
He further added that people must be connected by roads and the government wants to cover all parts of the country as much as possible. Prime Minister said these roads will open up economic activities for the people and improve their livelihoods. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja nak? Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum!
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots. Make it right with Roots.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's one-talk wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's one-talk wallet. Money made easy.
Hey there, I'm Martha. Join me every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for Goodman Fielder International Sky Time. The cooking show where we inspire you to create simple and delicious meals using ingredients available near you. Plus, we have talented chefs and cooks joining us throughout the year, sharing their own delicious creations. Remember, that's every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Lawyers Statutory Committee has welcomed their new chairman, Justin Woyin-Hangu, who was appointed by Chief Justice Sir Gibbs Salika.
The Lawyers Statutory Committee is responsible for taking disciplinary action against all law practitioners in the country. It is an independent body established under the Lawyers Act. The swearing-in ceremony of the new chairman today was administered by the acting secretary of the PNG Law Society, Tawasa Tanuwasa.
So on behalf of the
the council. On behalf of the legal fraternity, we would like to congratulate Mr. Wainango on his appointment as the Lawyers Statutory Committee Chairman. We are ecstatic and happy that he has stepped up to the plate and is willing to. This committee is an independent committee established under the Lawyers Act, and is in no way influenced by the council or subject to any control of any body.
Committee, having been appointed the chairman of the Lawyers Statutory Committee.
Hailing from East New Britain, Hanisipik, Mr. Justin Wainango is a council member of the PNG Law Society and has practiced law in the country for 15 years. Speaking at the ceremony, the new chairman emphasized that their vision is clear to improve transparency, accountability, and best practices within the PNG Law Society.
Hanging on this is the rule of law, and we, the committee, that is myself as chairman, Mr. Matthew Tamutai, Mr. Florian Cherake, Mr. Erastus Kamburi, and Pastor Joe Kauga, we form the Papua New Guinea Lawyers Statutory Committee, and we intend to enforce the professional conduct ethic rules, trust account regulations, and separate but-related legislation as they apply to lawyers.
The Secretary for the Lawyers Statutory Committee, Roland Malauling, highlighted during the press conference that from the last year's records alone, they received more than 100 complaints. Most of these complaints involved lawyers misusing trust funds. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Pacific Broadcasting Corporation Limited Conference 2026 concluded today in Auckland, New Zealand. This conference brought together Pacific Island countries across, with discussions centered on uniting broadcasters with a strong focus on ensuring Pacific stories are told by the Pacific people.
16 Pacific Island countries across the region are currently in Auckland, New Zealand, to attend the week-long 2026 PCBL conference. The delegation comprises of chief executive officers, technical engineering managers, and journalists from respective invited media entities and the Young Pacific leaders. Day one of the conference commenced on Tuesday with a theme on storytelling and cultural preservation in a digital environment that saw presentations and discussions on traditional storytelling methodologies, cultural integrity in a digital landscape, cultural storytelling and languages preservation in a digital and artificial intelligence landscape, building local content, capacity and capability in a digital landscape, disaster preparedness and resilience. Each day commenced with different teams that saw prominent figures in the respective space of media, technical, and digital provide insights into how the CEOs, technical engineering managers, and journalists from the different media entities and Young Pacific leaders can navigate the digital landscape while still keeping the authenticity of the Pacific cultures alive. The conference provided the journalists with the opportunity to visit Pacifica TV's TVNZ headquarters and interact with respective journalists who have been telling the Pacific stories for many years. Today marks the second day of the conference and will conclude on Friday. Also, following their last meeting in 2023, the broadcasting CEOs will meet this week to discuss the future of broadcasting, digital transformation and sustainability. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News, Auckland.
The Divine Word University Port Moresby campus 44th graduation ceremony saw 275 graduates receive their postgraduate and undergraduate qualifications today. The graduation themed Serving the Nation with Quality Education over 30 years marks DW's formal recognition as a university since 1996. The Port Moresby campus awarded master's, bachelor's and diploma qualifications, particularly in finance and management. This follows the graduation of nearly 800 graduates on 6th March at Medeng campus and over 500 graduates from the Wewak, Mount Hagen and Rabaul campuses last year.
In total, Divine Word University is graduating nearly 1,569 students from the 2025 academic year.
President of Divine Word University, Professor Father Philip Gibbs, created the graduating class of 2026 at the Port Moresby campus. He emphasized that the country needs leaders guided by expertise and wisdom.
We need leaders who are guided not only by expertise but also by wisdom, not only by ambition but also by a commitment to justice and the common good. You are called to be agents of positive change and to serve your communities and to use your education to uplift others.
He also thanked the graduates' families for the support throughout their journey. Meanwhile, Chief Secretary Ivan Pomaliu commended the graduates and highlighted DW's mission to provide quality education.
Quality education is not just about acquiring knowledge. It is about promoting integral development, human development. It empowers graduates like you with the skills necessary to make meaningful contributions to society, government, and industry.
The Terra Asia Project, a regional initiative running across Papua New Guinea and neighboring countries, is designed to enhance the skills of journalists in Asia and the Pacific in handling environmental information and equipping them to combat misinformation effectively. The project hosted a wrap-up session in Port Moresby today.
Launched by Canal French International in partnership with the Asia Pacific Institute for Broadcasting, the Terra Asia project aims to strengthen media organizations' ability to report on environmental issues and counter misinformation by training journalists across the region. Participating countries include Fiji, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and the Philippines. Representing the French Embassy in Papua New Guinea, Clement Bruce, Counselor for Global Affairs, highlighted France's commitment to supporting environmental reporting in the Asia-Pacific region through Terra Asia project.
Terra Asia empowers journalists to report accurately and helps citizens to understand complex issues and strengthens public debate and democratic dialogue.
He emphasized the importance of accurate and factual storytelling by journalists on environmental topics during this critical time of technological advancement.
Reliable journalism is the foundation of an informed society, and an informed society is the only way to make impactful choices.
The regional coordinator of Terra Asia project, Tatin Failona, provided a detailed update on the project's outcomes, including objectives, achievements, and progress made.
Was that they wanted to further develop fact-checking expertise and skills to address misinformation and disinformation. They wanted to indeed increase practical understanding of how to use AI in journalism in their work, and how to improve capacities to produce digital content with a focus on environmental journalism.
Isabella Narpal, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the Terra Asia Project's final wrap-up session brought together journalists from NBC who participated in the program to showcase their productions and reflect on the overall impact of their coverage of environmental issues.
The Terra Asia project trainer, who guided the journalists throughout the program, gave his remark emphasizing the importance of training journalists to effectively cover environmental stories with a focus on climate change, AI, and journalism.
Information related to environmental related topics and also the impact of climate change, those two things.
He highlighted the sessions undertaken and the skills developed during the training, including combating fake news and disinformation and improving media coverage of climate change and environmental issues.
Discussing the science or the technical aspects of climate change is evolving so quickly that it poses huge threats. But in journalism...
Following the trainers' reflections, the journalists presented the projects they produced during the training. Their presentations covered a wide range of environmental themes, from the impacts of climate change to community-led conservation efforts. The participating audience provided feedback, commending the journalists for their dedication. The session understood the critical role of environmental journalism in shaping public awareness. Isabella Narpal, National EMTV News.
Plans for the Lapegu forest plantation were questioned in Parliament yesterday by Goroka MP Aye Tambua. Mr. Tambua said since the establishment of the plantation, 35 years have passed with nothing being done at the Lapegu plantation.
Goroka member Aya Tambua has questioned the forestry minister if there were any plans in place to commercialize Lapegu forest plantation going forward.
This lap forestry, I'm all planning, I think, close to 30 years ago. Time Pangu Minister, Honorable former member Yalibu Pangia, Mr. Pundia Kange been stopped. Now I've been planning on this do I come. Since then he coming up now. No God one block walk been come up. All this do I ono been cut him. Now also do I stop idle nothing. Going forward, one plan belong em. This forestry plantation.
Mr. Tambua said this plantation has occupied a massland area of the landowners in the last 35 years without any benefits being received. However, Forest Minister Salio Waipo said he will respond once he gets information from his department. Minister Waipo also thanked the National Executive Council for approving the work of reforestation and forestation, stating he would bring to Parliament the importance of reforestation.
I'm like, sorry, member Blongoroka, that when we go back to the department, Kisimo look sawe or talk sawe blo display, now we can respond accordingly long question blue.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The Kina closed unchanged at $0.2322 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your Kina was buying $0.2247 US, 0.3138 Australian dollars, 0.1871 euro, and 35.54 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading higher, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, and the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Nothing. the Skill Rise School Competition 2026. With monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 Kina building project funding, you can make a difference. Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium gum rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win. Terms and conditions apply. Skill Rise, and by you like it.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Boy, semakin bapak seharian.
Anti, bangka goksim. Lafit Loran. Anything you passed it. Spots. It's in me.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You're watching National MTV News. The PNG Electoral Commission will undertake an electoral roll display for public viewing in 2026, with the NCD Electoral Office set to display the electoral roll this Saturday, March 14, 2026.
This is part of the Papua New Guinea Electoral Commission's electoral roll improvement strategy for 2026, leading up to the 2027 national general elections. The exercise will begin on 14th March 2026 at the National Capital District Provincial Electoral Office in Boroko from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and is expected to run for 1 month. Acting Electoral Commissioner Margaret Vagi urged eligible voters in the National Capital District to check and ensure that their names are on the electoral roll. Furthermore, following the roll display, the Electoral Commission will direct electors to update their details on the rolls in preparation for the 2027 elections. Similar electoral roll displays will be conducted throughout the country in 2026. Jacinta Doctor, National MTV News.
Female staff and students of Surinki Lutheran Secondary School in Enga Province celebrated International Women's Day with the support of the Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee.
International Women's Day is celebrated globally every year on March 8, but many rural schools across Papua New Guinea have never had the chance to observe the occasion in a meaningful way. For Surinki Lutheran Secondary School in Enga Province, the event became an eye-opening experience for both teachers and students in the Lagai district. The program was initiated by PNG Olympic Committee staff member Aileen Tamarua who comes from Surunki village. Miss Tamarua said she returned home to celebrate International Women's Day with the women and girls of the school that helped save her early journey. She expressed that it was an honor to return to this prestigious school, noting that Surunki Lutheran Secondary School played a vital role in making her the person she is today. She challenged female staff and students to reflect deeply on this year's theme, Give to Gain, urging them to recognize their value and contribution to the society. She emphasized that women must invest in themselves in order to grow and become strong contributors to the nation's development. The program continued for 3 days, involving female staff and students in discussions, reflections, and activities centered on empowerment and leadership. School Principal Payam Yakali welcomed the initiative and thanked the PNG Olympic Committee team for bringing such a celebration to the rural school. Mrs. Yakali said she was very happy to be part of the program and to reflect on the impact women have had in the society. She also announced that the school will recognize its female staff and students during the week and host a courtesy dinner as part of the International Women's Day celebration. Edward Luke, National MTV News, Mount Hagen.
A major eye surgery outreach program is currently underway, with more than 600 patients from across Simbu province referred for cataract surgery and other eye treatments at St. Joseph's Mingendi's District Hospital in the Kundiawa Bugambok district.
The eye surgery outreach program highlights the growing demand for accessible eye health services in rural communities. Cataract surgery restores sight to people affected by clouding of eye's lens, while pterygium surgery removes growth or tissue on the surface of the eye that can impair vision if left untreated. In Simbu province, the program is supported through collaboration with the Mingende Inclusive Education Resource Center, which assists with community outreach, client identification and referrals for people requiring eye care or disability support services. The referrals includes patients from Catholic Church Health Services, health facilities across 6 locations, as well as individuals identified through community screening and outreach programs. Since the surgical program commenced earlier this week, 57 eye surgeries were completed on Monday and Tuesday alone, with more procedures scheduled throughout the outreach. This surgical outreach program is delivered through the Inclusive Eye and Ear Health Rehabilitation Project, co-financed by the New Zealand Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade and Christian Blind Mission, New Zealand and Australia, with Catholic Church Health Services serving as the implementing partner. Mimi Pio, National MTV News.
Taraka Primary School in Leh has been awarded Goodman Fielder International's Scale Prize Scale School Competition nationwide promotion, which is running from January to March.
The competition has 3 tiers: 2,500 kina worth of Goodman Fielder stocks, 250 kina in school project fees for 640 students around the country, and building material supplies worth 25,000 kina. Goodman Fielder International National Sales and Marketing Manager Benjamin Rayapa said Taraka Primary School is the first school in the country to reach 5,000 entries, making them eligible to win the first tier of the promotion for the Momase region, receiving 2,500 kina worth of Goodman Fielder stocks.
In the whole country was the first to reach 5,000 entries.
Rayapa said the primary school has also won the second tier of the competition for Momase, which is school project fee funding for students.
And GFI is going to pay 250 kina each per child.
GFI will pay 250 kina in project fees for 150 students. Taraka Primary School Deputy Headmistress Stella Wiavi encouraged students and staff to participate in the promotion, saying she will continue pushing until they reach 10,000 entries to qualify for the third tier of the competition, which is 25,000 kina worth of building material supplies.
But me looking at winning more products
and for personal needs, like for personal needs for students.
The promotion will run until the end of March across all regions of the country. Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
Community connections came to the fore at last week's graduation celebration of 120 grade 9 to grade 12 students at Kokoda College, a growing education hub in Oro Province operated by the development organization Kokoda Track Foundation. Through flexible open distance education of FODE, Kokoda College supports students from the greater Kokoda catchment who have been unable to complete mainstream schooling to finish their secondary education or upgrade their marks to pursue further education or employment opportunities through this NDOE-endorsed pathway. National FODE Principal Anthony Rayapan emphasized in his address that flexible open distance education is not simply an alternative pathway, but the legitimate and rapidly growing education pathway, helping students complete their secondary education. Mr. Rayapan thanked KTF for its strong partnership and for delivering a program that is helping an increasing number of students access FODE and continue their education. For students living in remote parts of Oro Province, FODE is critical in creating opportunities to pursue tertiary education in fields such as teaching and health professions, essential to strengthening local communities. Oro Governor and long-term advocate of education and FODE, Gary Jufa, said everyone must invest in human resources so they can return and contribute to their communities. CEO of Kokoda Track Foundation, Dr. Genevieve Nelson, noted that the graduation is a powerful reminder that when education opportunities reach remote communities, extraordinary things happen. National MTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
40 years ago, Data PNG began with a vision to connect Papua New Guinea through technology.
Today, we celebrate 40 years of innovation, service, and partnership.
From humble beginnings to becoming a trusted leader in ICT, our journey has been powered by our people, our clients, and our community.
As we honor the past, we look forward to shaping the future together.
Happy 40th anniversary, Data PNG.
Central Province is our home.
The tides of the Coral Sea are our heartbeat. From the coast to the mountains,
Traditions pass generation to generation.
the sea and our gardens sustain us.
Our songs carry our legends through time.
Our home is Central Province. Our nation is Papua New Guinea.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
A lot of companies are already doing training for their staff. We will need a lot more tradesmen to be trained.
Monday night on In Focus, we are joined by the Port Moresby Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We discuss some of the challenges as well as some of the latest developments set to take place.
On top of that, on top of Parker Hill, there's plans for a Radisson Hotel.
That's on Monday night.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. While speaking at the PNG Sports Foundation head office, PNG Sports Foundation CEO Micah James urged provincial governments to prioritize funding for the provincial teams.
This is in preparation for the upcoming 8 PNG Unity Games in Mendi, with dates yet to be confirmed. Mr. James says support from the provincial governments will help athletes prepare well and participate fully in the national event.
And the provincial government to prioritize funding for the Games Readiness Program to ensure that your team participates in the 8 PNG Unity Games.
He said funding allocated is appropriate for the games and the security arrangements. However, infrastructural development at the venue is yet to be completed. Mr. James says the availability of funding will ease the burden on venue constructions.
And delivering the sports facility in South Island, it can be done in the next couple of months, as long as funds are made available for us to complete the project.
Benson Wema, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja na? Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Announcing the Skill Rise School Competition 2026 with monthly prizes of GFI products, student project fees, and a major prize of 25,000 Kina building project funding. You can make a difference. Here's how you can enter. Just buy any 1 kg medium grain or soft and sweet Scout rice and give your child a drop into the entry box provided in selected schools to win. Terms and conditions apply. Skill Rice. And by you like it.
Why? Semakin tapa seharian.
Auntie, bangka goksim.
David Loran.
You think you passed it?
Sports.
It's in me.
Central Province is our home.
The tides of the Coral Sea are our heartbeat. From the coast to the mountains,
Traditions pass generation to generation.
the sea and our gardens sustain us.
Our songs carry our legends through time.
Our home is Central Province. Our nation is Papua New Guinea.
Hey there, I'm Martha. Join me every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for Goodman Fielder International Sky Time. The cooking show where we inspire you to create simple and delicious meals using ingredients available near you. Plus, we have talented chefs and cooks joining us throughout the year, sharing their own delicious creations. Remember, that's every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
You're watching True Guys Sports. PNG Bilums, representing PNG as the national women's football team, have seen development of talented players who have improved their skills in the game.
Speaking to the media upon arrival yesterday, the head coach noted the impressive performance of PNG Bilums in the FIFA Women's World Cup Oceania semi-qualifiers in Fiji and commended the players and the goalkeeper for their ability to keep opponent teams scoreless. He gave a brief background of the goalkeeper and noted the improvements.
She coped up with soccer and been part of Ekari team. We managed to put him in a good position where we represent the country. Like I said, I'm Stapani Lotupla good coach before, so now that we coach him Ekari and now the national team, I think she's improved a lot and she's done well in the tournament.
Head coach Komeng explained that the impressive performance of the goalkeeper is through her experience, as she has been taught by some of the best coaches.
She worked under Spencer prior, some of the good coaches, Nicole Demain, now coaching the Fiji team. So her experience was good. She led from the start and she finished the tournament on a high note.
Coach Komeng says their success is through teamwork and determination. He pointed out that as the team return home to their families and friends to refresh for this week, they are expected to return back for training in the next few weeks for their finals in New Zealand. Isabella Narpal, True Guys Sports.
That ends True Guys Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
True Guys Sports. True Guys Sports.
Hello, everyone.
Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes. Everything's all right. All right with Roots.
Make it right with Roots.
Why? Semakin bapak seharian.
Auntie, bangka goksim. David Loran. You think you passed it? Sparks, it's in me.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
A A lot of companies are already doing training for their staff. We will need a lot more tradesmen to be trained.
Monday night on In Focus, we are joined by the Port Moresby Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We discuss some of the challenges as well as some of the latest developments set to take place.
On top of that, on top of Parker Hill, there's plans for a Radisson Hotel.
That's on Monday night.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The Morning Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy, then few showers and possible thunderstorms. And Papuan Data, cloudy with some rain to rain showers and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Friday the 13th of March 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets. This program is brought to you by Coke Studio.